Okay, what about trusts? Again, okay, they test trusts periodically. It behooves you to really know how to do these. Again, for trust, I usually tell people if you see a trust there, you should form it. And then that's going to get you some points. Okay, so you need to know the elements. You need trust intent, which is to divide legal and equitable title. You need a legal purpose. You need a raise, which is the subject matter of the trust, the money. You need a trustee, although no trust will fail for lack of a trustee. The court will appoint one. That point of law is tested all the time. And then you need a beneficiary. Now, the big thing I want you to study, in addition to being able to form the trust, and we'll see what else Dr. Johnson has, but the big thing I want you to study is the fiduciary duties of the trustee. Suppose you have a trustee, and the trustee, we want to get rid of the trustee. How do we get rid of a trustee? Because they ask you that a lot. How to get rid of a trustee? Answer, we look to see if they're breaching their fiduciary duties. Duty of due care, reasonably prudent business person managing their own business. That's the duty of due care. And the duty of loyalty, no self-dealing, no personal benefits. Act on behalf of the trust without regard to personal gain. That's what the duty of loyalty is all about. You look for breaches there. Now, if the trustee enters into a contract and there's a breach, who's liable? Trustee. The trustee can get reimbursed. Trustee commits a tort in the course and scope of administering the trust. Who's going to be liable? The trust? No, the trustee will be liable, but the trustee can seek reimbursement as long as the trustee isn't violating a duty of loyalty and it is within the course and scope of the trust. Dr. Johnson, anything else here?
I think I'd raise one particular kind of trust because the people who write these hypotheticals like to test spendthrift trusts. So this ties back into fiduciary duties. A spendthrift trust is a particular kind of trust where there are restrictions on what the trustee can do and what the beneficiary can do. So know what that is, know what it means, but also understand that in those restrictions on what the trustee can do and what the beneficiary can do, and the protections against, creditors coming after the trust to get paid that are in a spendthrift trust, it also comes with extra duties for the trustee. So when there's a spendthrift trust, that trustee has to protect the trust against outside creditors. And so keep that in mind, because frequently when there's a spendthrift trust in the hypothetical, they're going after the trustee's duty to protect the trust against the spendthrift beneficiary and also against outside creditors. And then the other area I would know is one of the fiduciary duties of the trustee, and that's to allocate fairly. So you need to know the allocation rules, income beneficiaries versus remaindermen. Know that in some detail.